see you here, sir. Oh, Dark Souls time, Dark Souls time. It's the time of year we hate. I'm rolling around on the ground sometimes because that's the only thing I know how to do. It's a terrible time. This man has got some shield. He's got another friend, and everything is great. My girl wants to bury bodies all the time, bodies all the time, bury all the bodies all the time, all the time. Doesn't fit quite as well. Bananas and pajamas, they slowly poison you. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Uh-oh. Do you ever just feel like sometimes you just need like a really good think and you just feel like climbing down in like an old abandoned well somewhere where like no one knows you're there and just sitting in like the darkness for like day and night with not really much food and like a very small supply of water just so you can like, you know, really think about things.
In an old abandoned well.
Yeah, you know. It was sincere. It was. I am gonna legitimately miss Clarence after I stab him and let all the air empty out of him and commend his soul into whatever balloon hell exists. Because you know Clarence isn't getting into balloon heaven. Not with the life he's led. No. It's straight to balloon hell for Clarence. Forget this haiku. It's not about that one time with all of the blood dripping from my hands, feeling their body grow cold. It's not about that. Hope it was fun with the haikus. Oh, hey! So there's a guy. Wendigo, see ya! He killed somebody. There wasn't that blood there before, was there? Was there blood there? Uh-oh. I have a lot of sugar coursing through me right now. I feel like I could fight someone. You better watch your back, because I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's one of those days. I should not have sugar. Oh my gosh.
Timber.
Is it near me?
No.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
You fucking ass. My contribution was bread that was filled with broken bits of glass. And you think I'm kidding. I'm not actually kidding. I just got destroyed by a ghost demon creature with no legs that crawled out of the toilet. But look at me prance. I make decisions sometimes, look. And sometimes I just like randomly dip my hands into chemicals. And it doesn't always have the best effect. Normalize calling foods flaccid. It is very coconutty. That's why I stream, because streamers are never made fun of. So that's why we're gonna go to this Lowe's. And you're gonna help me murder. I mean, not murder a person.
I don't need much prompting.
It's true. As I said, you're an enabler. Trying to chill. I've never had so many drinks bought for me in my life. As well as when I was just sitting in a hotel bar with animal face paint on. That didn't really turn out how I thought the train would go. Life, finds a way. Woo woo, yeehaw. Oops. I wasn't supposed to do that yet. High five. This seems fine. Did I close that door with my bloody hand? Man, I'm such a fucking pansy. Oh, my bitty bitty lungs aren't gonna make it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. Oh, no, I didn't make it. I'm so close. I'm so close. Breathe. Ah. Super good at drowning. All right. Looking for bones. Looking for ghosts. Looking for gones and what? No. No. We've, no. Short answer is no. Long answer is hell no. I probably would, but this time I didn't. See, I'm not telling you to fuck off. I'm just saying that you're all liars. There's a difference. There's a difference. You're all fucking liars, but I'm not telling you to fuck off. Just telling you to stop fucking lying. Welcome to this beautiful stream. I know there's a way to do that. To meet. I know there's a way you can have like it. Oh, Neko-san, sure thing. I know there's a way you can have it where it's just like you have a folder of all your clips and it just like pulls the clips at random and plays them. I know that's like something you can definitely do. The problem is I don't think I saved all of those as like individual clips. I probably could go back and like pull them out of the video I made on Premiere to make individual clips, but I think a lot of them were like ones I just like copy and pasted or clipped from the like source video and then just directly put into that. But yeah, I need to look into that at some point. It's another thing on my long list of like stream improvements that I've been putting off for way too long. Yeah, Neko-san. I like how you vary up how you write the name very frequently. But yeah, maybe someday I'll figure that out. I know, it's just, we have the time, the technology. It's whether Rusalka has the time is the big part of it. I've also been wanting to make some new video clips to go along with some of the sound alerts, because I've got some new sound alerts and things, some new audio clips. Outsource to who? To who? But yeah, and I'm very excited because I think I can spoil this, but thanks to a very my own personal Medici, my own personal like patron, Circa. Circa is my Medici family. I am looking into getting a new camera for stream as well. So we might get a new camera very soon. So very excited about that. But I haven't gone to the trouble of trying to figure it out and order it though. Demeet, you would do it? Can I trust Demeet with that? Circa is sugar mama. No. Circa's my wealthy Italian patron from the from the Renaissance period. Sorry, I have a work text. We have a new person in our lab, and I'm excited in some ways. They're a postdoc though. They're not like a PhD. They already have a PhD, so they're just here for a year. I'm not Da Vinci. No. I'm the Rusalka. So they're new. Like they just arrived, I think, like at the beginning of this month. So they've been here 2 weeks. I've been gone most of this time that they've been here, so I feel a little bad. But I'm excited because they're a Westerner. They're from Europe. So they're the only other person in lab besides myself who are not from either Japan or China. Cheese Quest, hello. I hope you're doing well. Cheese is the best. Guys, go check out Cheese. If you don't know Cheese, get out of here. But yeah, so I'm excited because this person's a fellow Westerner, so I was like a little excited to have another person who's kind of like on the struggle bus with me in many ways. But I was talking to her about, like, they're basically deciding what her research for this year is gonna be, and so there's been a lot of talk about it, and I was just casually chatting with her, just trying to get to know her and being like, yeah, so like, and like, this is somebody who like the supervisors have been like talking about for at least the last like 6 months. I've been hearing her name. People have been very like, oh, when she comes, like, she can take on this project and this, and like, so I had this whole like narrative that I was going off of from the senseis that was basically saying like she's going to study this area, like whatever. So when I was talking to her, I was like, well, Europe is Western for us here. You've been wearing the Circa shirt? Hell yeah. Wear it to an important meeting. That's my recommendation to Cheese Quest. I accidentally used my Sim for Circa mug during a meeting, but it's fine. No one noticed. Yeah, so like I had this narrative in my head of like what this incoming girl was gonna study, and so I was talking to her. I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna study this?" And she was just like, "No." And I was like, oh. I was like, I'm very sorry. So I was like, oh, so what is your research area? And then she like explained what she was researching. And to be honest, it was kind of like, oh, well, that's not really like what this lab does. It's like peripherally associated, but like not really what this lab does. But I was like, you know what? That's fine, because I came from doing nothing that this lab does, and here I am. But I was like, so what do you want to research? And she was like, I kind of want to continue on like that path and like kind of want to do something related to that and like in this vein. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I was like, well, cool. Like I don't know how that's gonna work, but like all the best to you. Like I'm sure you'll figure something out. Not my problem. And I was like, maybe the supervisors know something I don't, and there is that potential to somehow like research this aspect. I don't know. But anyway, so like another lab mate's now texting me, and apparently they have like determined her project, and it is, as I thought, like nothing related to what she was talking about, like completely left field, sort of closer to what I had been thinking was she was going to be like assigned to. But I was like, oh, does she seem okay with that? Because when I talked to her, she did not seem super excited about alternatives, but the lab mate was like, oh, she seemed okay. She didn't seem mad. But it is something that's going to be like completely different than what she's been used to. So interesting. Oh, Circa's going to be bugging cheese. I like the Eha mug too. I like the Eha Neko boy. Is it the best, better, or worse than the Ichiban Steak Nahito? Who did I say was my Ichiban Steak Nahito? I think that was you to me. Wasn't it you I said that? The best. I don't even remember what we're saying anymore. It's been a long day. It really hasn't, but it feels like it has. I said that about you. Demit-san wa yasashii hito da to omoimasu. 本当に面白い人です。でみさんは頭がいい。優しい。時々うるさい。Oh, you're getting some ramen. Hell yeah. Nice. Martin's mixing some Yakuza into your times. I cannot. One of my senseis, so I had to go out to dinner. I didn't have to, but I had the opportunity to go out to dinner with
the dented yellow mailbox greets
good mailbox. To go out to dinner with my senseis after I did my presentation.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
Sad. Sammy always fucked it up first. I had the opportunity to go out to dinner with the senseis after I did this presentation, and it was the first time and possibly the only time in my life where I was at this dinner and I was completely caught off guard, completely surprised. They had a dessert delivered to me with like a sparkler in it that said like congratulations or something. I was like, I almost cried because I was like just so like, oh, they thought of me, like this nobody. But anyway, at this dinner, one of the senseis, the like hierarchy of senseis, this was like the most superior sensei at this dinner. My like true supervisor couldn't come. She had like a last minute obligation because she's like this amazing lady that everyone always wants and like pulls her other places. He was the senseiist, but he was pretty funny, and we were basically talking about how that dinner was entirely Japanese, and it got to the point where I was like not following a lot of it because it was just very difficult for me to like completely stay on it. They were talking about topics I just was like could not follow completely. But anyway, there were some times where I was like following, but they were basically like at one point talking about how I should try this like certain Japanese slang with because I said maji at one point. Like he said something and I was like, oh, maji, and then he cracked up because it's kind of like slang. She's like, oh, really? And then he was like, oh, you have to say that with like your superior, like the department head. And I was like, no, that seems like a bad idea. And he was like, no, what you should really say, and I don't think I remember it completely, but it was basically like you say a sentence and then you just go like, what is it, like yeah, like, or something like that, where you just go like like but I think it was like ja. And he was like, yeah, you should do that with the supervisor. And I was like, I don't think I should. I don't think I should. And afterwards he was like, yeah, that's probably how we get an email that's like, who taught Rusalka this, like, very strongly worded email to the department being like, do not teach the foreign PhD students like ridiculous Japanese slang. But fuck you, racist. Alright, let's go talk to... We never actually... Yeah, I don't think we've ever talked to Measurehead. I think I, like, backed away from him. I didn't even come close. Hey, Bolt Saber, you look pretty today. Quick save. You two are non-English speaking friends. Yeah? Can I do anything with this? I think I can. In case of strike, press button behind guard. I think that's the guard. Hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Speak for yourself. Measurehead is a powerful man. Looking monolithic. Hello.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
I just saved. I just auto-saved, right? Didn't I?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The one of the giant side decrees. I like how you see him in the background. We don't have time to get into this. Okay, let me save again, just in case, you know. I'll do a proper save then. Yeah, because this is how you can, like, absolutely die, right?
Your body continues to betray your degeneracy.
Continues to betray your degeneracy. How long is this gameplay? I am slow is the problem. I think this game is like not that long, but I'm very slow. It'll probably take me another month to get this game done. So yeah, this will be at least several more streams, especially because I have to skip the second stream this week, and I had to skip it last week. Having coffee with dinner a normal thing? Yeah, or like after dinner. It's not too absurd after dinner. With dinner, not really, but like as an after dinner thing that some people have done that. I've seen that. I've done it myself. I would say it's probably about as typical as it is in the US, honestly, because like not everyone does that in the US either. I would say the thing that kind of surprises me here is that beverages in general, maybe this is just my personal experience, I don't want to like generalize things too much, but a lot of meals and things, it just seems like I drink a lot of liquids. I drink a lot of waters. I drink a lot of like just liquid in general. So maybe it's just a personal thing, but I feel like you don't often get beverages with food. Like people will provide you with a lunch, but then they won't provide you any drink. And everyone seems fine with that. Like I went to eat at like the hospital cafeteria at like the hospital where I work, and like you can get lunch, but there's like no beverages, there's no vending machines, nothing. So unless you like bring a beverage with you, you're just kind of like on, like you just don't have anything. and people were just, that's it, they just eat their food and leave, like no beverage needed. And I'm one where it's like I want refills of water. Like I'll drink my water and it's like I want refills. And I've noticed that like other people aren't like that. Like people aren't like guzzling down the water like I am. So I don't know if it's just like me and just the fact that I know I tend to drink like a lot of water and stuff. I get dehydrated quite easily. But that's something that like kind of surprises me because I always want some sort of drink to go with food. I don't like eating without having some sort of drink. Yeah, I need like, I'm like, leave the pitcher, please. It's usually like what I'm like, I'm gonna drink it all, just leave the pitcher. And some places, like a lot of like the ramen places and stuff will just have like a pitcher of water, or like tea on tap. Like you can just get hot water on tap and like make your own tea and stuff. But like some of the other places, definitely no. It's just like, oh, thank you, Bolt Saber. I appreciate that. Yeah, not slow in that way. I'm just slow getting through the game because I chat too much. But yeah, that's the thing that kind of surprised me a bit. Was it seems like people don't have liquids as much as I want. Meticulous. I don't know if that's the word for it. Size them up.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
He kind of sounds like Andre the Giant a little bit. Andre the Giant was great, but he kind of sounds like him a little bit with some of his like, be calm. I chat just the right amount. You're very kind. Everyone always says they like me being chatty, but sometimes the imposter syndrome in me thinks you're all lying. Normally you'd take down 7 glasses of water and 3 sodas. Whoa. Ham sandwich is kind of a devastating insult. Yeah, be calm, ham sandwich. I might have to use that line. But he is a racist, so maybe I don't want to say stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't steal any lines from this lad. He's kind of a prick. Yeah, Andre J was sore throat and a smoker. Yeah, a bit of that. Bit of this, bit of that. You have a shrine. I have a shrine built to Circa. Simp for Circa. Yeah, I mean, you guys see how much I drink liquid-wise on stream. Waters, juices, beers. Puff out my chest. I will not do that. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat. Is Al Ghul alcohol? Alcohol? I've succumbed to alcohol? Cheese Glance, what letter do you want for your posture check? You appreciate and take care for you. Take a bullet, please. I hope no one needs to take a bullet for me. If somebody has to take a bullet for me, well then, I've done something. I've done something bad to make people that pissed off. So hopefully no one ever has to take a bullet for me. Oh, yeah. Remind. Actually, that feels very good to like stretch. Thank you, Cheese. Cheese. While I have you here, I was thinking about you. Didn't mean to make that sound as creepy as it sounded. I was thinking about the Team Rocket cosplay, and at some point I might have to like talk to you a bit about what we want to do with that, because I haven't gotten all the the required items yet, but I had a little idea. It's not very exciting, but I feel like we should do something when we do this cosplay. Let me just say that. Can you be Weeping? Yeah, everyone can be Pokemon if they want, because Wendy's being Meowth. So anyone else who wants to participate and just dress up as random Pokemon, feel free. Feel free. Yeah, creepy intro. Finger guns winking to cam. That's our Rusalka. That's me. Oh hell yeah! If you have a Charizard one, see that works too. I wanted to see what Weeping Bell was gonna look like though, because that was gonna be like cursed. I felt like.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Alrul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You have several women in your company, but long time. Oh my god. Kim, is it really? You want me to say this one? Kim, is it really so bad? I don't want Kim to tell me how bad it is. I was gonna do number 3. Oh. All right, I'll ask Kim, but I'm afraid Kim's gonna be like, yeah, it's that bad. Circa, go to sleep. You're the best. All right, we'll vote. We'll have a vote on it. Everyone also. I don't know how these work. Be sure to go check out Circa. Circa is not streaming at the moment, but hopefully we'll be streaming again soon. But Circa is a delight, a treat to the senses. Just a genuinely good human being. February, hopefully. New year. New Circa. I look forward to it already. I'm gonna say January in my mind because February is too far away. I'm too sad thinking about that being that far away, so I'm gonna say January. But I do have get to have the secret streams. I'm invited to them. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm invited to the secret streams, and they're pretty great. But Circa has to sleep now, so we get to let tuck Circa into bed. Pat Circa on the forehead, give it a little pat. And then tuck in. Do you like the feet tucked in? We'll tuck in the feet. You'll kick it out because I have a feeling you're a very restless sleeper, so you'll kick it out. But we'll tuck it in for now. Little hospital tuck on the sides. Fluff the pillow up nice. Spray some lavender oil in the area, so it's very peaceful. Yeah, I have to like kneel. I'm like looming over and then I just recede into the shadows afterwards, and at first all you see is just the glare of my eyes, and then I just dissipate into the shadows, and then I'm back here streaming again. Yeah, Circa stream is a delight and a half. It's very true. Yeah, everyone say goodnight to Circa. You take care of yourself, Circa. Stay out of trouble. Slenderman confirmed. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I found out I was Slenderman. I really wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of periods in my life I don't remember well, so maybe that's to explain. Yeah, or else. Let Circa go night. Alright, we're gonna do a vote because Meat demanded a vote. So cast your votes. Pro Stephanie, yes, I heard you were here in Japan. It got very cold today. I hope you were prepared. We went from having like moderate chill to being like legitimately chilly today. It was like 10 degrees, 11 degrees Celsius, like 40s and 50s Fahrenheit. You guys split it 50-50. But yeah, I mean, I like it, but if you're not prepared for it, it might be got a little chill real fast. Brought a lighter coat. Okay, good. Perfect. When my friend came to visit, she had to borrow a coat from me because she was like not prepared. It suddenly got like really cold. But she also was like not, she just like randomly added on the Japan visit. She wasn't totally planning to come to Japan, so she hadn't packed appropriately from the start. But yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time too. Food, people, everything. I'm so happy. What's been your favorite thing so far? If you're busy, like I also get it too. but I want to know at some point. I want to hear more about your adventures. Are fur coats a thing? I think like faux fur, but like really obviously faux fur, like the really like fake, like very obviously just like polyester synthetic, not real fur. I think it's kind of similar to US where it's just not really a thing. Not only is it cruel, but it's also just hella expensive. But I'm sure you can find some like rich Obasan like wearing pearls and fur somewhere, but definitely like the fake fur is a thing. It's a really okay. I'll go number 2. Fucking